I've been inspired to create this video by two individuals that have been very big in my life. They probably don't realize that they inspired this at all. And one of them is calling me right now. That was beautiful. I value communicating the truth. And it's not always been easy for me. Holistic healing and holistic wealth is truly to be a clear channel, to have a thought or intuition, I'd say rather, and have it manifest into reality like that. And no blocks, no blocks. That's power. Not for the sake of instant gratification, just for the sake of being a clear channel. And the practice, it's an ancient Japanese practice of saying, what do you want? And then asking the question, why? I think in the Japanese tradition, it's 5 times, but for this, what I was inspired to do is right at 9. And so what I want is, but the answer to this would be different than today than it probably would have been even months ago. But what I want is to be the quintessential wife and mother, and to succeed in bringing this mission to unlock 1 billion closed minds to fruition. That's what I want. That's what I feel I've been called to do. That's what I have been called to do, not even what I feel. And then I get to ask why. So why? To break generational curses in my lineage and to embody the healing power of sacred womb, and to embody that, to really embody that, embody that, have it be just so clear in the way that I carry myself, always, not in a way for praise, but out of genuine contribution and for what the epitome of it is to be healed. And I didn't write this part down, but I haven't seen that in my bloodline. I've seen some examples of it, but not to the fullest, not in my direct lineage and not in a fully healed capacity. Why? Because it's what God has called me to be. Why? To be an example of the power in overcoming abuse and transforming toxins of the mind and in the heart. Why? Because we are a galactic mycelium matrix, and this is Earth School's main test. Main test. Overcoming that abuse and transforming the toxins of the mind and the heart. Why? To teach us how to love unconditionally. I truly see that as Earth School's main test is to teach us to love unconditionally. Why? So we can master vibration, energy, and frequency. Because we know love, unconditional love, is a vibration, it's an energy, it's a frequency. Why? To become sovereign creators and manifestors. I think being sovereign is directly tied to being a master, because a master of self. Because when you're a master of self, you don't really need anything external of you. You don't go searching without. You go within. Why? Why is this important? Because that's what the divine sent us to experience in the material world. You know, I mean, it's got to be, because simply in the metaphysical and simply in the spiritual, simply in heaven, simply on the atomic level or molecular level, you know, it is all just the vibration of love. So we are here to experience something material, and we are here to experience the journey of all of it. It's a journey. And why? Well, this material world, it's because life is what we make it, and we can choose to make it absolutely sacred and divine. So that is the mission, you know, to unlock 1 billion closed minds. That's the point, to show that life is what we make it, and we can choose to make it absolutely sacred and divine. And to me, the wife that I choose to be, it makes me emotional. The mother I choose to be to so many beautiful angel babies on this planet is because it's because, well, I've seen the pain of what it is to have a mind locked. I felt it myself. The people I've loved, I've seen it be their lived experience, and I was a prisoner of that abuse as well. And we are capable of choosing it to be different, of just waking up and choosing it to be so divine. So wow, yeah, and that's holistic healing, and holistic wealth is that manifestation, right? Instantaneous. It is to be valuable. Goodness. Powerful. Very powerful. Earth school, you know? Earth school. And it's really beautiful, because it's like, to break it down the way that I've been taught how to break it down, the belief or the vision of what we want, right? The original question. In the super way to do that is to take aspects of each of the sentence or the phrase and extrapolate them, and then apply a clear discipline which you take a part in with consistency to work that like a muscle. And So my phrase, right, to be is an aspect. The quintessential is an aspect. Wife is an aspect, and mother is an aspect as well. And to be is not to do. And it's interesting because there's this addiction to do things. I've experienced this addiction of doing, when the truth is the more that we resonate on a level of just being is when we attract and manifest into the physical reality materially, maternally, ma'at, what the heart is here to vibrate from a resonant frequency. To be. Quintessential is of the highest class in order. Love, truth, justice, balance, order, ma'at, maternity, material, mathematical, geometries, right? These etymologies are so divine to be able to bear witness to and to have a conscious awareness of. And to be quintessential is of the highest class. And so there's always a self-audit because there's so many ways I get to celebrate my failures in that, because I've overshared or misspoken or done something that was out of ego or did something that was just not in alignment with what it is that I purport to be and to hope to be, to want to be, and that I already am, right? Because we could only have a vision for something that we already are. And there was a quote, this was what I was leading yoga class with on Thursday, was the truth. There was a quote I had heard of, a vision with no purpose is simply a vain ambition. Ooh, that's good. That's a good one. Yeah. And the thing about that is that in times of pursuing ego, it's only ever been about vain ambition, because there was visions, all these visions, like growing up here where I am right now, all these ambitions, like I'm gonna go be this person, I'm gonna be, and it wasn't on purpose. It wasn't in alignment with like my actual purpose here on this earth. It was to feel that vibration that I speak of love, to feel recognized. But it was to seek attention and not respect. I talk about that a lot. It's a core component of, a core pillar of what, unlocking the mind has to do with on this mission. And wife, I mean, I'm still learning what that even actually is, because the examples in my direct life that I've seen are not what I consider to be a wife. You can wear a ring and you can have a husband, but doesn't make you a wife. You can have a child and it doesn't make you a mother. And I'm not trying to gut anyone or come at anybody's neck. It's just the truth. I mean, it's possible to be dead weight beside a man. And that's not what I see myself as. And it's not what I see a true wife as. A wife is a woman who in the quintessential way is the highest esteem to her man, who protects him and nurtures him and reflects him and supports him, cares for him, brings him life, is a safe haven, a peaceful place for relationship, a place where he can always turn to, and also an embodiment of his teaching, an embodiment of his principles, of his character values, an embodiment of an unmistakable and unwavering embodiment of all that he leads his family to be. That is a wife. That is a wife. Absolutely. And mother, you know, and to be a mother is also to be, you mother your husband as well. I mean, maybe first, to truly care, to be the solution, to kiss boo-boos, you know, and to be firm but so gentle. To instill values of sovereignty, I think, is the biggest thing. It is, because, you know, you can be a guide to a child for only so long until you let them go and you let them experience their life, you know, and being that safe place through the embodiment as a wife in the quintessential rank in being is how you create a space where no matter how many times or how far the little birdies decide to fly from the nest, they always have the nest to return to, and they want to, and they choose to, and they're safe to. That is what I seek to create for my lineage, for my children, for my family, for my husband, for my friends, for even my blood relatives. And, you know, it guts me because that is not something I've experienced very vulnerably. It's not something I have felt within. That's not my reality. That has not been my reality. I'll just say it like that. It's not even about feelings. It's not about emotion. It's about reality. Yeah, it is. But we create our reality, right? And so that is the objective. And that is what I want. And that's why I want it. Because life is what we make it. And we can choose to make it absolutely sacred and divine. And divine. And all of that is a family legacy. A family legacy. It's deeper than just life insurance. But I'll make a whole other video just about that. The etymology of, or the abstraction of those words, because I think that's so powerful, right? Like the insurance of life. To assure, to be sure, to insure life. That's a whole other topic. But to me, that's how wealth and health holistically align. And that is that is the video. I laugh because this is like, the edification of these things is so organic. It's not even, and say, okay, today I'm going to sit down and make this video. Like, no. But it's equally valuable when it comes from that channeled place, that flow. And that is something that I know to be true. I don't need you to tell me. But if you have anything that resonated with you in watching this and you'd like to share on your heart space, please do. I know that the guidance of Earth's children it starts with each and every one of us.